Hey everyone, Nuno here. Welcome back to New Grimoire. Now, it has been a long time since I played this game, mostly this city. But, life happens, a lot of things go on, and every time I go on a travel, every time I come back from a travel, basically, I get inspired and I kind of want to play the game again and want to do this, just have fun playing this game. And I get inspiration from these travels that I get. So, I think it's been 8 months, or close to 8 months, since I last updated a video here on the channel, and basically since I last played the game. But recently, because there's been a lot of updates and all of that, I let the game run. So, what I did while I was letting the game run was also lowering the prices for public transportation, just for, you know, seeing if there was any difference in the amount of usage that we would have, and it did increase slightly the amount of usage of our public transportation. Anyways, today's episode, we do have a lot of demand. We are going to take care of that demand. We are also going to look into some of our production. I think we can definitely improve some of our production, because we do have deficit on a couple of things that I think we can fix and we can improve. But I mean, maybe not on today's episode, but on a nearby episode for sure. But what we're going to be doing for sure, first of all, increase Sefford Glen. Why? Main reason has to do with because we have a lot of demand, and this was the beginning of what we did. This is a good place for having offices and maybe some high density residential buildings. I will also look into how it's going to look for public transportation in here. We do have a subway station in here. It's not very used, this one, to be honest. It's not the most used station, and I kind of wanted it to be more used. But this station only has a connection to Briarhand, and Briarhand, yes, you can. I mean, in Briarhand, you can switch between stations, but I can see there's not as much usage of the subway system as I probably wanted. It's something we're gonna look into the future, but also I want to look into this. This is not good. There are times right now it's okay. It doesn't seem like there's a lot movement going on, but let's be honest, it is not. It's not very good. And it's not very good because, you see, we can do something. I think we can do something really nice in here. I don't want this crossing. This crossing is not working for this, literally for this part of the city. And I think I want to do something around here, and the land is going down, so maybe we can go slightly down with the rail, slightly up with these avenues, and by doing that we may be able to fit in a way that we don't have to cross in here. So it's something to look into. Okay, so let's start with what I think is important, which is upgrading this part here. We do have post office, we have police station, we have elementary school, which is already full. Let's do an extension floor so we can get more. And why not playground in here? Medical clinic is okay. High school is okay also. Are these districts, bound? Yeah, they're just for this district. That's cool, because this is a big district. We have already 5,000 residents, so that's not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, how are we going to do this? I'm thinking. I kind of want to build into like this. This is a residential building, but we do need more than just residential buildings. We also need, looking at unemployment, we only have 2% unemployment, so that means we do have 200 open jobs, so we need people coming in. That's the first thing. Okay. The way I see it is we are using these small avenues. By the way, let me just take this off. We can build 120. I think another 120. Should we connect here? I kind of don't want to connect right here because this is a short. Right, if we connect here, it's kind of like short to this area. But let's be honest, it has to be, right? Yeah, it has to be. And now from here we can have like these smaller roads. I'm not entirely sure what we're gonna do here, but we need services, right? Would that care be a problem here? No, we have a clinic. We don't have anything for the death care. Could we have like a crematorium? I mean, we can. We can build a crematorium right next to the mail, to the post office. I mean, where is the nearest... Oh, no, we don't need one. We have one already here. It's not far away. Yeah, it's not far away. You don't need one. Okay, so... we now have these region packs and all these new buildings. Should we use... I do like the Chinese high-density housing. It's different, and I think it looks nice. I haven't checked these other ones. I mean, the northeast style, southeast style, I don't know. They're not... We can try. Let's use a southeast style. I haven't really tested them all. I kind of want it to be like a big corner in here. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see if 6 by 6 works. It doesn't seem... Oh, okay. So it's not a 6 by 6. They don't have that big one. So let's just erase that. I don't want it. If it's like that, I don't want it. I prefer to use the Chinese then. We can use the Chinese, which is going to be big, but not as big as these other ones. I mean, they can be this big when they reach the higher level. But for now, I think that would be more than enough. I mean, we have 300 people in here. It's going to be big. So we're going to bring in people. But I don't want to bring only... I mean, we do have the men for that. We could also bring in medium housing. Oh, I know what we can do. We can use the urban promenades, mixed housing in this part of the city. One thing is, we don't need to use everything the same. We can have open spaces and have parks and walking paths. That's something we're gonna go and do later on when we remodel maybe the old town instead. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, we're gonna be placing... I think I want these entire... This is a very heavy capacity, but that's okay. I mean, I think this is mostly like the arterial kind of roads. And I think people would want to build probably around here. So I'm just gonna say zone all of this. And let's see what happens. The man is gonna plumber, of course. That's fine. I'm okay with that. There's more demand for residential. High density. We could use northeast style, but I want to use Chinese style in here. And we're gonna go on the other corner. So we're gonna have 2. This one seems to be slightly bigger than that one, or they're maybe the same size. We're gonna have like 2 more Chinese looking buildings. I mean, they're different, but they're nice. And of course, we do need offices. Now we do have other office types. I like the way the generic game, the vanilla game, high-end office or high-density offices look like. Chinese also aren't bad. They're nice, but I'm going with default ones. And we are going to place one, I think, right in here. Could we place one right in here, though? That wouldn't be a bad idea, would it? In fact, it's 2. Okay, that's fine. But we are going to place one in here, for sure. A big one. And maybe... We still have demand for offices? Yes, we do. Maybe we can have one around here. I don't see why not. There's gonna be a couple big ones. I think maybe another one around here. Yeah, sure. So office demand is going down, commercial demand is going up. That's fine. Means all these areas going to be having their buildings up. I don't really like these smaller ones, but anyways, it is what it is. Meanwhile, while we're doing this, we need parking lots, right? It's important. We're gonna have a large parking lot, which is not gonna fit anywhere in here. Yeah, we cannot have large parking lots, but we can have moderate parking lots, which is cool. We can build one here, one here. This is most for residential. It can also be for businesses, probably. We could build another moderate parking lot in here, so it's for those businesses. In here also could happen. And now let's build parks for leisure, right? I want to build... Can we build anything like... I don't want to have these large ones, I don't want them. I could have like a small park around here. And another smart park around here. And plaza. Maybe a plaza around here, which wouldn't be too bad. Which can connect later on to these areas, which is fine. And now let's use walking paths. And first of all, let's have a walking path through here. So this is a straight line, so we can cross around it. Can we? We cannot use this one, right? No, that's fine. We can also use this. In fact, we can use it so we can cross there. We can use it also here to cross it. And around here to cross it also. So this is very straight. You can also have one in here to cross it, another one in here to cross it. This is very straightforward. And now I can use a little bit of curved line in here, so we can have like some kind of different layout. And let's just turn off all the snapping so we can have something more or less like that. Yeah, I can have multiple. I'm not gonna build anything else around here, so we can have something more or less like that. And it already has nice trees. We're just gonna be adding now maybe a bit of smaller trees or flowers and bushes. In fact, we can use something. Let's increase the strength, decrease the size. Let's have like something like that. That's fine. And I think maybe something like that. Okay. This looks nice. It's a walking path around here. We're not going to have anything else in here. No, it's not going to have any specific buildings or anything like that. We do have a nice parking lots. This is a residential buildings. Both of them are Chinese looking like. They're going to be growing up better. In here, I'm going to leave it this way for now and let it run for a while. Also, unemployment just went up slightly to 3%, but we have enough open positions, and I think I'm okay with that. There's quite a lot of traffic in here. This is definitely not a great interchange to work with. It's something to rebuild or remake soon, because yeah, traffic can be messy around here quite a lot. In fact, I'm not entirely sure if we don't need more capacity on some of these services. Maybe we don't. I mean, there's enough leisure and entertainment in here. Everything is kind of walking distance to this subway station. It's not that bad. I mean, you can come and cross here, and you're there from living in these areas, so it's not that bad, honestly. But we can improve with bus stops, which we don't. Do we have any bus stop in here? We don't have, do we? We don't. Maybe it's not a bad idea to have like a bus stop right next to the subway. And I don't mind having another bus stop around here, by the way. Maybe we do need to have some buses stopping in these areas, because, I mean, why not? I mean, we could have maybe around here also. And these buses, they can, here's the thing, is that if we go this way, which makes sense, we bring in people from here, and we will bring people from further out there when we build it, but I think we can and we should be stopping around here. And then maybe we can integrate with this bus line. I think that's kind of what we have to do, is like, no, but this one is a big line, right? Okay, let's change the color in here. Let's use like maybe a more dark purple color. And let's start, oh, we can have more, sorry. We can have another stop around here. I'm thinking probably somewhere around here. And somewhere around here. I want the bus stops to be close to the crossings, because otherwise it's kind of pointless, right? So we're gonna go like that. And then we can, and we should be able to connect to a bus. It would make sense to be here, but it also would make sense to be somewhere around here. I think we could connect to this one. And then I think we want to go there. And we go all the other way around. And of course, we have to look. Let me pause this slightly, because I want to look what route makes more sense. Because in here, I do not want them to be doing the round running around, you know. Even though it does look like... kind of want to just select the other routes, like... yeah, this one. Okay, cool. Maybe I can do something like that. So they turn around here. They come back. And then they go here. I don't really want them to go here. I prefer them to come through here. I am okay with this, for sure. I don't want to go here because there's going to be a lot of traffic. There's a lot of traffic coming in from people coming outside of the city with all these taxis, you know. This is natural because all of this housing coming in. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, let's have that. I don't know if there's gonna be buses missing. What is this? Bus line 11. Let's call this the B08. So it's the 8th bus line that we have. Doesn't seem like there's gonna be any issues with the vehicles. It seems like we have enough buses for it, and that is cool. I'm gonna let this run for a while we're now going to address this part of the of the city. We're gonna have to pause the game though. Yeah, I cannot let it run as much. So here's the thing. I can go up in here. And this can still be down. Okay, I think I found the solution. So this doesn't need to be... we don't need to have this crossing. It's already enough that we have these other crossing around here, which is not... you don't have as much movement around here, so that's cool. And what we're gonna do in here is just... we're gonna fix this by going up. So instead of coming down from the bridge, they still go up. Everything goes up, even this one. The rail is still going to be on the same level. I think that should be more than enough. And everything is kept... I'm not going to say perfect, but I think it's going to look really nice if we keep this way. That's my opinion. And it's going to still have a lot of traffic, but it's definitely going to be a lot less traffic than it is. Luckily, we have Move It tool that I haven't used Move It yet on these City Skylines too. I'm hoping it is good. I hope it's a good tool that we can use in here. So let's do that. Let me pause the game for a second. And here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna destroy... I'm gonna destroy this a little bit. I'm gonna do the same thing here. Going like that. And let's take off anarchy. We don't need anarchy there. What type of road is this one? Okay, this is the large one, right? Okay, so that should work in theory. Should we have traffic lights in here? Let's have traffic lights in here for the time being, but let's do... I don't know what the difference is between protected left turns. So I think allow turning on red and exclusive pedestrian. I mean, exclusive pedestrian. I mean, yeah, sure, let's have it. I don't know if it's gonna happen. And let's do the same thing in here, but this one is advanced. I think that should fix some of these big issues we had on this highway. And for sure, not have any issues. I mean, there's a problem with this car. What happened? You got stuck. Oh no, there were cars in here already. They got stuck. I'm not sure if having the traffic light is a good idea in here. Maybe we don't need the traffic light. But I think having the traffic light means it's possible to do things. But let's also go with priority. Oh, I would have to remove traffic lines. Okay, let's do something in here. I don't want them to turn around. Shouldn't be able to turn around, but it happens. Either way, I think this could... Maybe let's remove the traffic lights. Let's not have traffic lights right now. Maybe it's gonna be too confusing, right? Let's look at priority lines. Not priority, line connector, I'm sorry. Let's remove unsafe. We don't want to do unsafe things in here, and let's do the same thing around here too. Okay. Will that be a good idea? I don't know. It feels like there's gonna be a problem with traffic around here. Maybe now we can do maybe advanced. And let's not make the exclusive to pedestrians. Reason is I don't think there's gonna be a lot of pedestrians walking through here. So let's keep it that way. I think it's gonna be okay. Yeah, it should be okay. All right, looking at here, we still have like a lot of traffic around here in this area. It's okay. There's still a lot of people coming in, but I'm kind of happy how this is looking like. We can grow up a little bit more. I think I want to do something with this. I kind of want to have walking paths through here. But the fact is, if I have like some kind of walking, would it make sense that we do it like that? I don't know. I don't dislike it, you know, but the thing is, we need to have different connections in here, right? Like the same thing happens here, so we're gonna have to connect through here. And kind of have to connect through here though. And then we can do some connection like that. We can do some connection like this. Yeah. And next we're gonna have some trees. People like trees. I like trees. Not too many though. Let's just have a couple of them. Maybe yes, like a little bit of trees. People can walk around. I kind of like that. It's more greenery here on this city. I like to look into here and see what happens. I mean, they have small homes. Yeah, you're living in a high density apartment, so an apartment that has 260 homes. So yeah, it's gonna happen. Noise pollution. Is it from these jobs? Maybe. You see, there's these buildings. I don't know how much they're gonna grow up in here. They do have like a really good. This is a really good location for them, though. There's a lot of traffic. There's a lot of people walking around. How is the? Ooh, look at that. There's too many people using these. So this is bus line 8, right? Bus line 8. How is? Yeah, the thing is, one of the buses is arriving. We can see it's gonna get full. I don't know. Do we need more buses? We have 6 buses on this line. There's stops that don't have anyone walking around or using it, so maybe that's not even a problem. I am concerned though with this one, bus 4. Where is bus 4? Where exactly is this bus 4? Okay, this is Oaktown, and we don't have that many people using it. Okay, interesting. We don't have that many people using this bus. And how many buses do we have on bus 4? We have 5 buses. We don't need 5 buses, but we cannot have less than that because this is this is a long line, right? It's going all the way uphill, so it needs these 5 buses. I think that maybe we should stop using these buses. Honestly, this line doesn't seem like... It doesn't seem worth it, in my opinion. It's not worth it. The moment you don't have many people waiting. I mean, most of them are just 0. You see? 0, 0, 0. We have some on there, but everything else is 0, 0, 0. So, I think what we're gonna do, unfortunately, is bus line 4. I think we're just gonna shut down. We're gonna deactivate it. We're gonna place it out of service. And we may come back to it later on. Let's just change it to out of service. Because we weren't having any usage of it. Very few people were using it. Everything else, users are getting it, so I'm happy with it. Trains are okay. Trams, oh, we do have the orange that is not being used. Also, I think we're gonna go out of service, by the way. So let's go. The reason they're out of service because no one is using them. And when it comes to the subway, teal is not the best. I mean, these numbers are not great. I've seen bigger numbers, honestly. I don't know. It seems like there's still a lot to do, a lot to grow up. Okay, guys. So I guess that's gonna be it for today's episode. 42 minutes. Not that much of a speed run. I had to just talk while I was building, and I do hope that you guys enjoyed today's episode. I'm gonna continue to add more of these episodes until I think that we are reaching the end of this series, which should happen soon, I guess. There's still a couple of things I want to do here on the city, but I don't think there's gonna be that much happening in some time. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, leave a subscribe to the channel, leave a like, leave a comment, and I hope to see you guys on my next video. Thank you for watching. Cheers.
Thank you, Professor.
It is a question of priority.